More victims of accused female serial killer arrested in Toronto, Hamilton, Niagara Falls deaths. Hello, this is Jay Nicoll from Nicoll Investigations. This is an Ontario Cold Cases Special Edition. The cold-blooded murders stretch from Toronto to Niagara Falls and have all the earmarks of a serial killer. Cops made the shocking announcement Friday afternoon that they had arrested a woman suspected in the deaths of 3 people, and possibly a 4th, between Tuesday and Thursday. The homicides occurred in Toronto, Niagara Falls, and Hamilton. Niagara Regional Police officers arrested 30-year-old Sabrina Kauldhar of Toronto on Thursday at a Burlington Hotel. Kauldhar was being charged with first-degree murder in the Hamilton homicide and second-degree murder in the Toronto Niagara investigations. Chillingly, 2 of the slayings were random. None of the charges have been tested in court. Niagara Police Chief Bill Forty said detectives are now conferring with colleagues across the province to determine if there may be other victims. It was a tight time frame, and there was a risk she would commit further offenses, Forty told reporters, adding that 100 investigators were hunting the alleged killer. I think by definition, she is a serial killer. A serial killer is a murderer who commits 2 or more unrelated homicides. These slayings fit the bill. According to cops, on Tuesday around 2:08 p.m., Toronto officers responded to a call in the Keele Street and Dundas Street West area. A woman in her 60s was located deceased inside a residence with visible trauma to her body. It's believed Kauldhar and the victim were acquainted. The victim's name is not being released. On Wednesday at 2:49 p.m., emergency personnel responded to a disturbance report in John Allen Park in the Falls. Officers found an adult male suffering from critical injuries. Despite heroic efforts by firefighters and paramedics, Fallsview Casino cook Lance Cunningham, 47, was pronounced dead at the scene. He'd been walking his dogs. On Thursday around 12:26 p.m., Hamilton Police received a 911 call asking for an ambulance in the McNabb Street North parking lot. An unresponsive male, identified as retired 77-year-old former high school teacher Mario Bilich, was found with significant injuries consistent with a stabbing. He later died in hospital. Cops say the homicide detectives linked the murders in Hamilton and Niagara Falls, adding that the descriptions of both killers matched. An additional link was made in the active homicide investigation on Tuesday in Toronto. Investigators say Bilich and Cunningham were randomly targeted. The accused was known to the Toronto victim. He, Bilich, was very well known and had many family and friends in the area, Hamilton Police Detective Sergeant Sarah Beck said. Beck added that Bilich was found by his car after meeting friends at his social club. Footage from a security camera allegedly shows the suspected killer before and after the murder. She followed him to his vehicle, Beck said. Now investigators are trying to piece together a timeline of Kauldhar's movements and the horrific events. Cops say she traveled by public transportation. They are asking anyone with information or may have seen Kauldhar between Tuesday and her arrest on Thursday at 5:45 p.m. in Burlington to come forward. In addition, detectives are also attempting to identify a female who was observed on security footage on Tuesday at the Giant Tiger, a 2025 Guelph line in Burlington, buying clothing that Kauldhar had in her possession at the time of her arrest. We're trying to identify the other female to ensure her safety and confirm what role, if any, she may have played, Forty said, adding that when Kauldhar was arrested, she was wearing the clothes a mystery woman purchased at a Burlington Giant Tiger. Kauldhar appeared in St. Catharines Provincial Court on Friday morning. Toronto Sun files show that Kauldhar was charged with assault and breach of probation in 2019 when she was living in Sault Ste. Marie. The outcome of those charges is not known, but Forty said she was known to police without offering further details. Anyone with information is asked to contact detectives via the dedicated hotline at 289-248-1058. To provide information anonymously, call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. or submit your anonymous tips online. Female serial killers are rare. Last time a woman was charged with multiple homicides in Canada was killer nurse Elizabeth Wetlaufer. The former registered nurse confessed to murdering 8 senior citizens and attempting to murder 6 others in southwestern Ontario between 2007 and 2016. Wetlaufer was sentenced to life in prison with no chance of parole for 25 years. Thank you for listening. This has been Ontario Cold Cases, Canada's True Crime Podcast. Available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.